Alright, we have about 1 minute and 45 seconds. Let me just say one thing, guys. Thank you for coming. I know it's a challenge for us.
Like, what the hell is that? Well, everybody, I made it to the location. This will be for my first 50 mile ever. I will take you guys on the journey as long as my battery doesn't die out on me, but I am, turn my light on. I'm completely undertrained and very nervous about this. I was able to do a little bit of a course preview last night, and this is a tough course. This is a lot tougher than I thought it was going to be. So it says it's only 7,500 feet of vertical for the 50 miles, but most of that vertical is spread out over a long time. So even though it's not like really super steep, in some places it is, but in a lot of places, even though it's not very like really super steep, that's like, you know, it's I don't know if it's runnable for me, and it's like 6 miles. And even if it is runnable, that's like, you know, 6 mile climbs that I'm going to be doing. So I am very nervous about this, but we're gonna give it as good of an attempt as we can, and see what we can do. There is so many people here, a lot more than I thought there would be, which makes sense why I was on a wait list. And it's a UTMB qualifier, so I guess it makes sense anyways, which is the only reason why I'm doing it. So yeah, I am totally amateur at this whole ultra trail running thing. Looking around at all these other people, and I'm like, gosh dang, these people will look like pros. They do it all the time. And you know, we'll give her a go. I'm not going to go out at any lightning blazing speeds. I'll see how I feel at the beginning. The beginning is fairly, I'd say for probably the first 8 miles or so will be fairly easy, so it'll be a good warm-up. The only crappy part about that is that same 8 miles is going to be really tough at the very end coming back. But okay, we'll you know, take you along. We'll see how I do.
The Glory Parkway and anchor the White Rock Falls Trail. Patricia, right there, is going to take your number down. Make sure you please slow down and announce your number. That's how we know. No, okay. Again, when you start to the right, right on the Glory Parkway. You'll see a car right there to the right onto the Glory Parkway. 20 seconds to start. Alright, guys, 10 seconds. Ready, 5, 4, 3.
I'm only about 6 miles in. We're almost to the top of this first big elevation gain. And I got downhill for a while. And I am already regretting doing this. I actually need, if I can maintain this pace, I would be at about 11 hours, and I need to slow down a bit because I don't know if I'll be able to maintain this pace. We are going down a series of never-ending switchbacks right now after the first big climb, and this is not going to be a fun climb back up. Coming back because we'll be at about the. So here's the 25k turnaround point right here. That's what I wish I was doing right now. So we've done 25k. Let's see. I don't know if the legs are going to hold out on it or not. But we are continuing down. So far, this is a really cool trail. Definitely has some technical parts, but it is gonna be a tough ride back. I'll make it to the halfway point, the turnaround point, but one thing about an out back course is knowing what you have to go back on. I have one big more climb, or one more big climb before we hit the halfway point, which we go up and over that and then down. So as soon as I turn around, I have to go right back up that again. And then this is the one I just came down is the other big climb of it. And then once I get to the top of that, it's predominantly downhill. So probably about, I think it was about 7 miles, a little under 7 miles downhill to the finish line. A little bit uphill there, but not too much towards the end. So we're at just over the 15-mile mark. Made it through aid station number 2. And it's relatively flat, and it's been that way for about 6 miles. Right now we're on the road, but it was mostly on a single track trail. Well, actually a Jeep trail there for a while too. But, sorry, I'm holding that really close. Right now, I feel good, but I'm walking that fine line between like going too fast that I'm using up too much energy, or going too slow and wasting energy. So whatever I'm doing right now, I'm trying to get myself to stay at the 10-minute per mile pace, but I keep going a little bit faster than that, just so I have some at the end, because I already know I'm going to be hurting pretty good after this next climb. And as soon as I get down to the bottom of that, I have to go right back up that stupid thing. So we're just gonna pace ourselves. So right now, I've gotten about an hour cushion. And I should be able to maintain that. I'm gonna start walking though, because this is a hill. So I think this is the beginning of the long uphill, which goes a long way. So we will just pace ourselves. Morning. Not do too much. Made it past the turnaround point, and my legs are sore. Good job. Good job. It is a little bit of water crossings here every now and then. There's a few where you have to get your feet wet. But, oh, I got this. 4 miles of an uphill climb. I am not looking forward to. It'll take me 2 hours to do this. Good job. I'm trying to get enough fuel in my body. Oh, this is tough. I'm at mile 20, 27 and a half. And this hill, I tell you what, at least the second one I'm thinking is not as bad. Good job. I'm at just over 6 hours. I actually left the turnaround point, that aid station, at 5 hours and 53 minutes, so got a little time to bank. Not much though. Good job. My back is probably the thing that is the most sore and tired, to where, depending on how steep it is, it's actually hard to breathe. Oh, but we should have enough time banked where we're just going to enjoy this uphill, not push it too much. Good job. Not push it too much, and then we have a long, predominantly downhill patch, because we'll do another 5 miles down this side of this mountain, and then when we hit the road that we were on earlier, basically from there about 10 miles is a nice gradual downhill. A little bit uphill every now and then, but it's still gradual, so we should be able to make up a little bit of time there, I'm hoping, because anything faster than 15-minute miles is in my favor. And even on this really steep stuff, I've been able to do 10.5-minute miles. Although I can tell my right quad is trying to cramp on me a little bit, but that's not pushing myself, that's just coasting down the hill. If anything, backpedaling a little bit. But I'll check in with you guys later. I am at, sorry, it's hard to see. Sun's right behind me. Maybe over here. I'm at mile 34. About, this isn't a 50-mile course, it's a 52-mile course, just so you guys know. It's actually about 52 and a half. So I got about 18 miles left. My legs are destroyed coming up this hill. I finally crested the top of it. Now I have a little bit up and down, up and down, up and down, and then a really steep drop for almost a mile to the next aid station. I mean, overall, I feel pretty good, but my legs are destroyed. They hurt. They are achy. I am in the pain cave. It is, running downhill hurts. Just hurts. I might actually have to stop and take a couple Advil. And it's a good thing I'm only about a mile away from the aid station, because I'm almost out of water. I use all my water frickin' climbing this stupid thing. And it took me 2 hours. 2 frickin' hours to get off the top and over this wreck. It's kind of got a like a flat top, but it's still got a lot of, it's like vertical. So it was about, what, 5 miles? No, 6 miles? I mean, I just hit the top and it was 26, darn near 8 miles. But so I guess I actually hit the top about a mile ago. It's 9 miles to the aid station, so that's why I know I only have about a mile left. But I'm gonna run down this as much as I can, as achy as my legs are. I'll check in with you guys. After I hit that aid station, I have about 10 or 11 miles of moderately flat, slightly downhill, until the next big climb of about 2,000 feet probably. What am I at? 55, so it'll be about 2,000 feet of climb on the next big, and it's switchbacky, so it's, I don't know how long it'll take me, but as long as I get to the top at about 12 and a half hours, I should be able to make the 14-hour mark. I am at, just at 8 hours right now. 6 hours to do what took me less than 5 hours. What did it take me? I was at about 4 and a half. 4. I think actually, yeah, 6 hours to do what I did in 4 hours. So hopefully, so I'm about 2 hours cushion, but I gotta get on it because I'm not doing anything now. I am at 9 hours and 46 minutes, and I got about 12 miles left. So essentially I have 4 hours and 15 minutes to do 12 miles in order to beat the cutoff. I'm struggling, guys. I am just struggling. Like, if I'm walking, I feel okay. Like, I'm not depleted of energy or anything. Just my legs are trash. And even though much of this is runnable, It is so tough. And I haven't even gotten to the last climb yet, which I'm not looking forward to. It'll be about, should be about 1700 based upon my watch, but who knows if my watch is right or not. But I got about almost 7 miles, or a little over 7 miles maybe, to the next aid, the last aid station. So the mountain is between that and there. As long as I can get to the top of that at 11:30, I should be okay. 11 hours and 30 minutes of race time, not 11:30 at night. So if I can get to the top of that, that'll give me an hour and a half. Or no, not 11:30, 12:30. Get to there, 12:30. That'll give me an hour and a half to do the last little bit, which I want to say is about 6 miles. Maybe a little less than that. And it'll probably take all of that. Because after that last climb completely destroyed me. Even running the flats after that was a daunting task. And it was a little bit downhill. Hopefully not really steep, because steep and downhill in me hurt. But I hope I didn't go through all of this to not make the cutoff. Either way, it's an experience, but I'm gonna take off running, guys, so I'll check in later. Well, guys, I made it to the top of the last big vertical climb. Oh, that was a butt kicker. That was a butt kicker. It was only about a little over a mile up, but it was steep. Here's where we're at. Here you go. We're here. Oh my goodness. I think we're, I guess we're going this way somewhere. Oh, we're gonna go this, somehow we're gonna get over here, over there. I have 2.5 hours left to go about 6.5 miles. So, hopefully, this won't be too bad. This downhill, my legs are already hurting, but we will make the best of it. We got about 2 miles to the next aid station, the final aid station, and then about 4.5 miles after that. And this will be done. I think I'm gonna make it. I was worried about an hour and a half ago, but I think we're gonna make it. I had a little bit of a life in my legs there for a second, for about 3 miles. I was able to run after the last time I talked to you guys, so that helps a lot. But this downhill sucks. I'm not going any faster downhill than I was going uphill. But I'll check in with you guys probably at the finish. I'm probably gonna just push myself, so I'll let you guys know. Well, guys, I made it. That was one of the toughest things I've ever done in my life. that was the toughest thing I've ever done in my life. I think I don't know what my final time was because I forgot to stop my watch. It should have been around 13:20. Might have been a little bit quicker than that. But yeah, I passed. Towards the end there, I was running 9-minute miles the last couple miles because it was on the road. But my average pace was 15:19 supposedly, but that probably doesn't take into account that for the fact that I forgot to stop my watch. But I think they lied about elevation because it was supposed to be 75 something, and I had over 8,700 feet. 8,753 is what my watch says. Plus, it was supposed to be 52.6 miles. 52.4 miles actually, roughly. And I ended up with 53 something. So it was a little bit longer too. But I am beat. It's gonna be tough driving home because I need to get hydrated and all that. I should eat some stuff, but I don't know what to eat because nothing sounds good to me. So I'm just gonna throw a bunch of stuff out here. And I also have some Red Bulls, and I'm probably gonna need them for the drive home. But hopefully my tummy doesn't freak out about that. But we are going to go. And I need a shower when I get home.